the frustration I have right now around this whole conversation, which essentially is taking place through the lens of DOGE, of course, is everything you just said is absolutely right, of course. And yet some of it is being painted as some kind of nefarious, everyone should want to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse. I think that,
Right.
what more, I don't think that's near the numbers in terms of savings that they think that they're going to say based on those buckets. But there are lots of places, if we were doing this in a good faith way, where you could say, look, that made sense at the time, but that's no longer serving us, let's get rid of it. But it's this kind of demonization of government, it's the demonization of bureaucrats, that is so frustrating, but I hope, I want to, and lead us down a dark road again, but it's hard not to sometimes. But to just really be clear on what we're trying to do, which is to improve government, not demonize government, right?
Absolutely, and I think this the DOGE. We've published a blog post about what's going on around the country in various states that are doing things they're calling DOGE.
Right.
And there's a lot of activity going on around the states under that moniker, but there aren't a lot of savings being identified so far. And what we'd like to do and what we're advocating for instead is what we call proactive oversight, which
Mm.
is to help states and local governments prepare for, what I'm calling the tsunami that is possibly going to come in the form of a federal government that is pulling out of a lot of things that it has been involved in for decades.
Yes.
And who's going to pick up the pieces? Are states prepared for this big change and pick the issue? Education, the environment, clean water, uh,
Health, public
health,
health.
nutrition. Obviously, the biggest one is health and Medicaid. Uh, so we're not, we don't, as an organization, take a position on whether changes at the federal government are a good thing or a bad thing. I have my personal views about that, but what we do as an organization, and what we're going to be doing more of, is trying to equip states with tools to help them proactively assess their capacity
Yeah.
to deal with this change in all these areas. And that should be a message that Democrats and Republicans at the local and state level should be willing to engage, because they are the ones who are going to be left holding the bag, sort of, with whatever comes out of the federal government.